Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video here today and another F1 2020 hot lap. If you guys haven't seen any of my previous ones, I will leave a link to the full playlist up in the top right hand corner of your screen. But let's get this lap underway here at Singapore. Turn number one, you want to turn in and brake at the 100/50 meter board. It's pretty much in the middle. Then turn number three, third gear on the exit, try and short shift your way out of there. Really important to get that short shift and get that traction down. Turn number four, I tried to get a bit more inside curb usually. I actually missed my apex slightly through there, so I do recommend taking a lot of inside curbing. Flat out on the back straight as we now go towards the next heavy brake zone, featuring a 90-degree left, fourth gear on entry, and use a lot of inside and outside curb there on entry and exit. Turn number five, very tricky hairpin. You've got to try and take it in second gear, be patient. And now this next left, there's a little wall that sticks out on the right hand side, which actually is very easy to hit. We now open up the next left, and very important to hold this section in fourth gear. I find you get the best drive and the car sticks pretty well in this gear. We now quickly back on the gas and then back on the brakes down towards the Anderson Bridge and the hairpin, and try and get the power down using the little bit of extra runoff on the right hand side. DRS this year on the back straight here, so open that up nice and early, and we now brake at the 100 meter board down to third gear for this 90-degree right. Very important again to use all the exit and runoff area as we now approach the series of chicanes. First of all, a right left, which is very complex, the little bit of wall that sticks out on the right hand side. We then go into a left right underneath the bridge. This one's quite straightforward, to be fair. Make sure you clip the inside curve instead of some extra rotation, and then a right left one more time underneath the main bridge, again making sure you use the curbs, get a bit loose there on the exit, and now through the final with double apex corner, opening up the DRS, and that is the lap of Singapore. And overall I was quite happy with it. It does get us 38th in the world, which is pretty decent. And just to confirm, as always with the hot laps guys, no assists, as you guys will see on screen right now, and that's the way I run things in this series. So overall, a pretty decent lap. I think there was a bit more time to find if I wanted to really dedicate myself to it. You've got Jan Altmaier there, number one in the world, and there's quite a gap really to Enzo Benito in 5th place. So if we take it from 5th place downwards, we're only 6/10 off, so we're not too far away from real pace. And setup wise, I'm running 6.9 on the wings around here. I find that gives me a pretty good balance and a relatively stable car. 50/50 on the differentials, of course, around here on a street circuit. -290, -130, 008 and 026 on the suspension geometry. Then on the suspension, I'm running 136814 for pretty much good balance reasons really. And then brake pressure 95/50, that's my regular one. You guys can use whatever you use. And then tire pressures very low, 21.0, 21.8, 19.5 and 19.9. And the reason the pressures are so low is because, of course, these setups, we use these in 25 or 50% or 100% races in my team or career mode or online league races, whatever it may be. And you need the low pressures around here because the tires overheat like crazy around this track, especially on the soft tires, the rears and also the front right gets really hot around this circuit. So you've got to really make sure those pressures are really low to make sure your tires don't overheat, and you can try and keep them in the window and in the working range for longer. So yeah, overall the lap was decent. I reckon if I really spend like a solid hour on this, at least I could have definitely got like a 33.0 and found another 3/10. But yeah, Singapore is such a technical track. It's really long. Of course, it's got a lot of corners. I believe it's got the most corners in any F1 track. I think it's got, so I might be wrong with that. I'm pretty sure it is though. So it's very technical. There's a lot of areas you can get the lap wrong or right depending on how it goes. But let's talk about a few things on the lap. So this section here, I run it in full gear all the way through. It works pretty well for me. It gives me good drive, good consistency and stability. The hairpin is very key here. It's very easy to lock up on entry, and that can ruin your exit. So you've got to make sure you get that absolutely perfect. And then this brake zone here, probably the hardest brake zone on the circuit, the 100 meter board, because you always feel like you can brake later than where you can. But the corner hits you really quick and it gets really tight. So that does often catch you out. And also elsewhere on the lap, a few key areas I want to point out is curbs. So you want to try and generally run the curbs a lot around here, inside and outside, for the extra rotation, and also to make the track as wide as possible. Really, they're going to really help you out. And this one here, I got a bit sideways with a drift, and I got very loose there, almost hit the wall, but we just about kept it out of the barrier to make it a clean lap around Marina Bay. But guys, that's a hot lap of the Singapore street circuit. If you guys enjoyed the video, then drop me a like, guys, and I'll be having another hot lap on the channel very soon. And the next one will be Russia, I believe, so get subscribed for that one, guys, for more daily F1 2020 content. But on the screen right now, you can see the full playlist and also the previous one, which was at Monza. But guys, that's it from me here today at Singapore, and I'll see you guys next time for yet another hot lap on the F1 2020 game.